What is up today, YouTube? Hope y'all are having a great, phenomenal, beautiful, chef's kiss of a day. It's your boy Dapper Dan, and today I'm going to be bringing to you a hot breaking news.
Breaking news.
Now, what we're going to be talking about today is why the STG in Season 3 of Warzone is no longer the king. I know. It has been dethroned, but you know what? There's something I've been wanting to say for a while, and that is to get out of here, dude. We don't need it anymore. We're done with the STG. There's a new hombre in town, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is that is dethroning it. But first, have you made sure to drop a like on the YouTube channel? Drop a like on this video before you start watching it. Just help me out. You know, drop a sub, because you know most people watching this video probably aren't subbed. I'm looking at you. Are you subbed? You're probably not. Now, if you drop a sub over here, you can see when I make more content like this. If you want to see me live, I am going to be on Twitch and YouTube Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Aside from that, let's go ahead and jump into what's kicking the STG out of its place. All right, so what I have here is a little site you guys might be familiar with if you have gone into looking at different guns, and you've probably watched some videos where they use this tool. And this tool here is True Game Data, which is a site that was created by the YouTuber True Game Data, who goes in and tests all these guns, updates the stats and everything. I'm not going to go into too much depth on it. Chances are you already know what it is if you're watching this video. Now, the guns that we're looking at today is we're going to be looking at 3 different guns that are all kind of in contention to be the best of the best AR. Because right now, with the new Season 3 of Warzone, there's so much uncertainty in what we should be running and what people should be using. So that's what we're going to be looking at here. So now the builds that I have for these ones, I have the STG, the Krig 6, and the Farah. Now the Krig 6 and the Farah are going to have pretty much the same builds. The names will be different for the attachments, but the way you build the gun will be the same, like the same muzzle, same barrel, same mag, same optic, all of that fun stuff will be the same. Now, the one that the STG that we have built for is the STG with the silencer, the 620 millimeter precision, the G16, the hand stop, the 60 round mag, lengthened bullets, polymer grip, sleight of hand, and fully loaded. Now, we're going to look at the charts here and see what, in a theoretical sense, on paper, which one is the best. Now, if we're looking at this chart here, we could see when we're looking at shot location at the head, the undeniable winner is the STG. I mean, it's just well beneath both other guns. I mean, it's better. I mean, we can see here the orange line is going to be the STG, the cyan line is going to be the Farah, and the purple line is the Krig, with the Krig being kind of arguably the worst when it comes to headshots. But what you'll see that gets interesting is when we look at something like the neck. Now we're seeing right here, the Farah is significantly better than the STG or the Krig. The Krig is kind of falling back still. STG is definitely outclassing it. And then when we look at, let's say, the chest shots, again, so the STG is better until about the 42 meter mark. But you'll see here, the Farah doesn't have a fall off when it comes to the chest, which means that at any distance, you're still going to do, even after that 42 meter drop off that you get with the STG, or around the 50 meter that you get with the Krig, this one's still going to do significantly better. It's going to be shooting bricks at these fuckers. Now we're going to look at the stomach. Stomach, same thing actually. We can see here, the Farah, significantly lower TTK up until about 40 meters. And then it's still lower than the STG. We look at upper arm. Farah is still king. Look at the lower arm. Farah is still the king. So as you can tell with this recurring trends here, the Farah is just outclassing the STG in almost every possible way, except for headshots. Now, if we're talking about a perfect world where you're only getting headshots and you're just a god at the game, then yeah, in that case, the STG is probably going to be better for you, just to be real. But if you're like me and you're kind of just dog water at the game, but like you like looking at this kind of stuff, then yeah, the FARA significantly outclasses the STG when shooting anywhere except for the head. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is pretty much like theoretical because it's on paper. It's just looking at the stats. So what about like if we're taking into consideration like recoil or something? Now, we can look at that too. Why don't we just hop in a game of Warzone and just take a look at the difference in recoil on the guns, and you can see for yourself which one looks arguably better or worse, and we can judge from there. All right, let's go to the game. Okay, so as you can see right here, we have two of our classes built out to compare the two. I'm going to be removing the Krig 6 from the, I guess, comparison, just because the Krig 6, obviously not really a contender with the STG, considering it's worse in almost every aspect. So we have our two classes built right here. I'll show you just so you can see exactly what we're working with. So this is going to be our STG build right here. Just like I told you at the beginning, built the exact same way, all the exact same attachments. And we have our other build right here for the FARA, same way that I showed you built in the beginning of the video. So you know that I'm not changing anything. Everything's exactly the same. Nothing is different. So let's go ahead and hop into a game and let's just test the recoils out against each other and see how they kind of, I guess, compare against. And Plunder, and we're gonna look at the STG recoil pattern here, see how different it really is. Now you can see already right here, I did test it once. So we're going to start right by lining up our crosshair on this little bottom line of the side of the barn. We're going to zoom in, and I'm going to just click the mouse. I'll even show you guys. Click the mouse and not move it at all. So that's the recoil pattern for the STG. We'll do it one more time just so you can be sure of what it looks like. As you can see, it kind of just goes up and to the right, and with the 60 round mag, we end up right around, I would say right about here, halfway down this one. So we're gonna grab our FARA and we're gonna test that one out now. But we're back here now and we have our FARA and we're gonna look at the recoil pattern. You can see our marker, we're at the same distance, 15 meters from here, and we're gonna do the same thing that we did on the other one. We're gonna put our recoil, are gonna put our little thing right here, our reticle, and we're just gonna shoot. I think I started from here last time. And we're gonna let the whole 60 round clip go. Okay, so there's our first recoil pattern, and we're gonna do it again. So same line. All right, so I don't know if you noticed that. And I'll put them right next to each other so you can see exactly what they look like side by side for the recoil patterns. The FARA has significantly tighter spread than the STG does. And on top of that, the recoil is significantly less, considering that the STG finished all the way up here almost by the top of this little barn door, where this one is finished right here. Right on this little white line. So, I mean, that's a perfect way to end it. I think we pretty definitively proved that the FARA is going to outclass the STG in pretty much both ways, as far as how tight the recoil is and how much you have to pull down when you're actually shooting, and the damage profiles on the gun. I mean, I can pretty definitively say for myself that I'm going to be using the FARA from now on. Just because, I mean, the numbers don't lie. The recoil is easier to use. I mean, what reason do you not have to run it? Now, if you think differently, then drop in the comments why you think the FARA is not it. And maybe let me know what you use when you're down in, whether it's Caldera, Rebirth, whatever. Let me know what you use. If you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on this video. Drop a follow as well. Drop a sub on the YouTube so you can make sure that you can see when I post more videos like this. And until next time, hope y'all have a great day. Peace.
Yeah, stand right here. Finish the other one. Finish the other one.